there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we're talking some celebrity news and trending topics. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description. Again, shout out to you guys. Happy New Year to you guys. I hope you guys are all having a great time. Hopefully some of you guys got the day off, unlike myself, and you know, are spending time with your family, friends, loved ones, and all of the things, you guys. So we're gonna get right into it. First and foremost, we need to shout out Janet Jackson. We need to shout out Janet Jackson because she started her Vegas residency again last night, you guys. She returned to Vegas. This is off of the heels of her just finishing up her best-selling tour, I think, to date since the Velvet Rope, which was the Together Again tour, which I saw her on, which was fabulous, you guys. It made $72 million. It made $72 million. So this new residency that Janet Jackson has started last night, and I believe it concludes in February of next year. And I believe 50 Cent has started his Vegas residency as well. Tony Braxton and Cedric the Entertainer also renewed their Vegas residency as well. So just a couple things for those of you who are thinking about heading out to Vegas in the new year and need some things to do or some people to see. And I believe New Edition might be back too, right? So with that being said, Tasha Smith from Why Did I Get Married and Why Did I Get Married 2 and potentially Why Did I Get Married 3, allegedly, she was in attendance. She was in the building. She looked fabulous. Janet looked fabulous as always and looked incredible, you guys. And I love the approach that Janet is doing with not just this residency, but previously her Together Again tour. Is listen, you guys, like I always say, and it's shade but no shade. When you have hits, you guys, you don't need a million things going on the stage. You don't. And Janet has one of the best discographies where you can listen to pretty much most of all of her albums and not skip anything. So, nonetheless, you're going to be in for a treat. This is somebody who's seen Janet multiple times. I've met her multiple times. You're going to be in for a treat. I don't know whether or not I'm going to this Vegas residency, but we'll play it by ear. We'll figure it out if we do decide to go. But nonetheless, you guys, do not take it for granted. If you have still not seen Janet Jackson heading into 2025, put that on your wish list, you guys. It's not too late. Put that on your list of things to do to see Janet Jackson in concert. And if you already have, put it on your list again to see her again. So that's it on Janet. Next, we got to get into some mess, you guys. And that is Joe Budden, you guys, because he got arrested for being out in the buff. So pump it up, it is. So, it says the following. This is everywhere. It says, Joe Budden was charged after allegedly standing naked in a hallway caught on Ring camera. Joe Budden was charged earlier this month after authorities claimed his neighbor saw him outside their apartment on Ring camera footage, completely naked, completely in the buff, you guys. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, Budden was charged on December 4th in Edgewater, New Jersey for lewdness. The Edgewater Police Department released a statement on December 30th about the incident after the news of the charge broke online, explaining officers were called to an apartment complex in the area around 7:21 a.m. EPD said the caller was alerted by the Ring camera that someone was outside their home, and when they looked at the footage, they claimed Budden was standing outside naked as the day he was born. The caller claims video shows Budden attempting to enter a code into the resident's door keypad several times before heading back to his apartment in the same building. The court complaint said that the resident and two juvenile daughters observed the offense live on their phone. Oh my gosh, how mortifying. By the way, Budden recently talked publicly about strife with his neighbors, claiming he was kicked out of his apartment for continuing to record episodes of his podcast there. He also previously said that his podcast, that he's a sleepwalker. Joe's attorney, Nima Amari, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name,
of a Mary law firm fired back at the Edgewater Police Department, telling TMZ Mr. Budden is saddened by Police Chief Martin's press release. Mr. Budden has been waiting for weeks for his cross complaints to be processed, which includes possible felony charges against the persons behind these charges against him. The chief has, in our opinion, sat on those, but instead used his time to gain some free publicity for himself. Chief Martin said blah, 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 should seek publicity for doing notable policing and not inflaming disorderly person allegations. Amory added the allegations against Mr. Budden are a minor charge, not even resulting in an arrest, a charge Mr. Budden is looking forward to beating in court on the merits, not the press. The chief's comments are reckless and, in our opinion, racially motivated. Our research has not shown a single press release on a disorderly person charge on the police website this year. His choice to single out Mr. Budden, in our opinion, is self-motivated and based off of Mr. Budden's race and celebrity status. Okay, you guys, stop it. This isn't 2000. This isn't the early 2000s. This isn't when Pump It Up was released. He's a podcaster like several other people. Budden has a court date scheduled for next month. So here's my question. With how successful Joe Budden, quote unquote, is, why is he living in an apartment? Like, I understand, like, a lot of New Yorkers, they'll stay at places in New Jersey, but why doesn't Joe Budden at this point have a home? Odd, right? Because aren't you a big-time podcaster? Aren't you a big-time YouTuber? Didn't you have that big-time deal with Revolt and everything? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, right? Maybe it's a nice apartment. I don't know. But it's just weird behavior that he's out here sleepwalking. And interesting, he won't find another place if he's already been kicked out multiple times for trying to record his podcast in an apartment complex. See, here's the thing, you guys. Buy a home. And then you can do whatever the heck you want. And you don't have to have these problems. So nonetheless, that is that. Now, the story I wanted to get to as well, in this particular video, you guys, I need to drag. So let me get to the story first. It says, Drea Michelle gets dragged over reaction to Mariah Carey and Anderson .Paak romance rumors. Now, we don't know officially, I want to say for the record, we do not know officially for the record whether or not Mariah Carey and Anderson .Paak are dating. They both have come out and said that they were working on music. They spent some time over the holidays in Aspen. You know that's Mariah Carey's thing. Every Christmas, she is up in Aspen. And not sure if she was recording music there, but there were some pictures that were caught of them, you know, holding hands and all these things. Listen, if they're dating, great. If they're not dating, great. Mariah Carey can do whatever she wants. She has nothing to prove, and she has her own money, and she has her own job. And Christmas alone, she makes $3 million a year. So nonetheless, she can do whatever she wants. However, Drea felt for some reason that she needed to enter in the chat, and we did not ask her to. So it says, Drea is getting called out online after commenting on Mariah Carey and Anderson .Paak's alleged 17-year age gap romance. She faced intense backlash after weighing in on the romance rumors swirling around Mariah Carey and Anderson .Paak. The singer set tongues wagging after holding hands on a second dinner date in Aspen on Sunday night, December 29th. Although Carey and Paak were all smiles and appeared cozy during dinner, it is unclear if there's any truth to the romance rumors. The pair are working on new music together at Carey's Aspen studio. And also, it said it didn't stop Drea from adding to the social media chatter. She showed support for Carey while referencing the backlash to her relationship with Houston Rockets star Jalen Green, who is 17 years her junior. That's a 17-year age gap, smile, she wrote on Instagram. Go meeting with y'all selective bleep. However, social media users were quick to react, pointing out that while there is a 17-year age gap between Mariah Carey and Paak, she's 55 and Anderson is 38. Which I think he might be turning 39 soon. Green was 21 when he began dating Michelle. Tell Drea that if you subtract 17 from Anderson's current age, he'd still be old enough to drink and still years older than Mariah's kids, one user replied. Drea's baby daddy and oldest son were born in the same year. Another shared, someone needs to remind Drea that Mariah is not dating a man or had a baby with a man the same age as her son. Ain't that the pot kettle and calling the kettle black. A third noted, Drea Anderson is deemed near 40 years old. Jalen is 22 years old. Please. Drea and Jalen began dating around August 2023. The couple welcomed their first child in May 2024. The relationship raised eyebrows over the considerable age gap, and the couple came under scrutiny. Joe Budden branded Michelle a predator while addressing the topic on his podcast. The irony after you just got if you want to bleep a 21-year-old, cool, but now you got a baby by a 21-year-old, you're a predator, he said. It is too many horror stories of athletes losing everything that they ever had because they're not insulated, because there's no barriers, because there's nobody instructing them. Well, here's the thing. First, let me respond to that foolishness from Joe Budden. A lot of these retired athletes in both the NFL and the NBA who they'll invite back to like these rookie symposium orientations, if you will, to kind of speak about the dangers of groupies and financial management, money management, all those things. The kids these days don't want to hear it, is the problem. The kids these days think that they know everything and that they have all the answers, and then they wonder why they wake up one day and go broke after they've given out all of their money to their family, and they don't understand how taxes work. They don't understand that the NFL doesn't last forever. They don't understand that the NBA doesn't last forever, but your family sees these contracts that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars and thinks that you're just getting all of that willy-nilly, and it's not the case. The government needs to take their cut. The agent needs to take their cut, and the trainer needs to take their cut, and whoever else you're paying on your team before you get your cut. So nonetheless, it really isn't 100 million when you break all of that down. But my thing is this, Drea, like I said at the beginning, Mariah Carey can do whatever she wants to do. Number one, she's 55 years old. She makes her own money. She has her own career. She has nothing to prove to anybody. She can date whoever she wants. And by the way, she is dating somebody who is not the same age as her kids and is a grown man and all the things. You're out here dating men that are the same ages as, you know, closer in age to, I believe, your oldest child. Same as your, like practically almost the same age. And then you have baby fathers that are around. Like, it's messy. It's like you're dating a child. It's creepy. It's weird. But the worst part about it is, Drea, your income is basically being a bleep, is being a 304, is getting pregnant by different athletes, whether it's in the NFL or NBA or whatever, and using them to finance your lifestyle. And then on the side, you still continue to be a bleep. Make it make sense. How is it that you are with somebody who is supposed to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars per their NBA contract, but you guys are squatting at your ex's house? You are squatting, trying to fight in court against your ex that he said that he was going to quote unquote gift you the house, even though your name is nowhere to be found on the paperwork. No. Anytime anybody says they're going to give you a home or a car, your name better be somewhere on the car or on the property for the home. Otherwise, you are disposable, and they're just telling you whatever you want to hear so that you can stick around and you don't have to fight anything. That is your dumb behind, Drea. But you should know better. You are literally a pro at out here in these streets. But how dare you try to come for Miss Mimi? How dare you? Are you out of your mind? You're literally with a kid, and you had a baby with a kid who still needs to fully grow into a man. And still needs all of, you know, everything developed and everything else. He is barely out of high school. This is not the same. Anderson, if him and Mariah even are dating, he already has lived his life. He's been married before. He's had kids. He makes his own money as a musician, as a songwriter, and all of these things. Why do you care? So a picture of them holding hands has you crashing out like this? Really, Drea? Grow up. Maybe stop using your body to attract men and attract a certain lifestyle and get an actual job to provide for your children. And oh, I have not forgot the oldest child, the one that you left at home with having to fend for themselves and TV dinners while you go out on the stroll. That's you out here. Mariah Carey is a legend and a, you know, established, distinguished musician, songwriter, performer. You are known as a bleep out in these streets, Drea. You are known for what athlete you're sleeping with this year, what singer you're sleeping with this year. That you're not the same. You're not on the same level. You have to utilize these men in order to fund a certain lifestyle for yourself. Otherwise, you are going to be broke by broke and practically homeless. So you pop out these kids when it is time to re-up the money to come in. And the thing of it is, you can't even live in a brand new home somewhere. You are still trying to mess around and live at your ex's house. It's embarrassing. And poor, Jalen doesn't know no better because he's, like I said, he's barely an adult. It's disgusting. So how dare you have the audacity to be concerned about who Mariah Carey is dating when you have no room to talk about anybody? What you're doing is deplorable. It's absolutely disgusting and it's trifling. You are too old to be out here just popping out babies with all these different athletes, regardless of how young they are, and think that you have any right to judge anybody. And then furthermore, you're supposed to be with somebody who's allegedly a multimillionaire, but you are fighting to stay at an ex's house who did not have you anywhere on the property. Your name is nowhere to be found on those documents. And you look like a clown. Desperate for attention. This is why you keep getting dropped from different brand deals, because you're always doing some nonsense. And you have not learned your lesson at art. You're so immature. Make it make sense. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.